everyone. Welcome to day 4 from broke to booked out. So yesterday, day 3, we did the training. So if you guys haven't catch the training, 5 steps to get a client in 24 hours. It was a lot of fun. It was really exciting. I had a great time on it. Everyone else seemed to really enjoy it too. It is a full 60-minute training, but it is so worth every single minute of it because it's that good. Also, in that training that I'm talking about, 5 steps to get a client in 24 hours, I did that training in another group for another photography membership club. And one of the girls walked away from the membership club booking $1,000 of work in 24 hours. So if you haven't watched that training, it is a totally free training. It's over in the Facebook group, 5 Steps to Get a Client in 24 Hours. I've definitely posted the link in here somewhere. You need to get your butt over there and freaking watch it because it's so good. And because it means someone has clearly booked $1,000 of work for free from this training. It's amazing. It's awesome. Just check it out. All right, so we're on to day 4 from broke to booked out. Day 1, we made a decision. We decided the thing that we're going to do. Day 2, God, I'm totally forgetting what day 2 was. Totally blanking on day 2. Day 2 was about our thoughts. Thoughts that we don't need, thoughts that we do need. Positive, negative thoughts, things like that. Day 3 was the free training, 5 steps to get a client in 24 hours, totally free training. Again, I was just talking about that. There's a link to this group if you want to go and check it out. Now, day 4, I'm talking about why you won't hit that goal. So day 1, we hit a goal. We were super amped up. We made a decision. We decided what we're going to get, and we're going to get that. And we made it a done fucking deal, right? And then day 2, we said, like, what are the thoughts I need and what are the thoughts I don't need in order to hit that goal, in order to get closer to stepping into that goal, in order to, walk and act and talk like I've made this decision, right? So day 1, we made that firm, solid decision. And now we're coming on and we're on to day 4 of feeling like, oh, right, what was that decision I made again? So I want everyone to remind me again in the comments right now on the live. Tell me, what was the decision you made on day 1? And have you been acting like that decision is a done deal? Most of us probably skip over that part, and I'm going to get into the one thing why you won't hit your goals. I'm going to talk about the one thing that you need because why you won't hit your goals because you're missing this part. But again, remind me again and remind yourself, what was that decision you made? What was that thing you decided you were going to get and decided it was a done deal? Tell me in the comments here if you're watching the replay. Again, please tell me in the comments here what you have decided, what you are getting. Now, for me, it was I have decided that I am making 10K months consistently. I've made 10K, I've made 15K, I've had 7K months, and I've been making pretty good money ever since. But I need 10K months. I want 10K months. I am going to get 10K months, and that's just going to be my new normal. Like, that's it, and I've made the decision, right? And so then on day 2, we decided some thoughts and some negative thoughts and the positive thoughts that we need to get rid of, the things we need to believe about ourselves. All right, so Christine posted hers. She decided she's getting $8,500 in 2 months. Awesome. All right, so that decision has been made. Now, who here has been acting, walking, talking like this decision is already done? It's already happening. Or who here has already slank back to how you usually are? All right? And so I'm going to kind of paint a picture of what you guys might be doing. So you may have made this decision, whatever decision it was, to make a certain amount of money, get a certain number of clients. And then you've been participating in this challenge. Then you've probably been doing a couple other things that's a lot of consuming. Maybe you guys have been doing a lot of consuming of other people's ideas and Facebook groups and things like that. But I don't think anybody has taken the actual steps. Like the actual steps of getting that amount of money. Who here has taken the actual steps to get to that amount of money, right? And type it in the comments. Even if you're watching the replay, type it in the comments and let me know. What steps are you taking to get to that thing? Because it's a done deal, all right? Let me know in the comments and act like it is a done deal. So my 10K months consistently, for me, acting like it's a done deal consists of me maybe taking on like a VA, maybe giving my VA more work because I'm going to be making $10,000 a month consistently means I should also be handing off more to my VA. Me making that 10K months consistently looks like me creating more programs, looks like me selling more, looks like me showing up more, right? So doing this challenge, doing a lot of live videos, that's really important. That's me stepping into it, right? So these are all just like little steps and little things that are kind of trickling off of the whole challenge. But what I'm talking about today is why you won't hit your goals. Why you will make the decision and then either slink back. Why you will make the decision and then just not do anything about it. And that's because you don't believe in yourself to hit it. So most of us will set those goals and we'll kind of talk with the vocabulary of, that would be cool, I wish, wouldn't that be awesome? Like, oh, that'd be such a cool thing if I did that. And we talk with that type of vocabulary. But if you fully 110% believed that it was yours, that it is happening, that this thing you are going to get no matter what, right? And you fully and 110% believed in yourself to get it, then it's like, it's no big deal. Then it's like, it's not, oh, it's cool or that would be awesome or whatever. It's like, no, I'm getting that thing. And I'm getting it. And I'm going to take all the steps I need to get it. But most of us skip over the part of, I need to actually believe in myself that I can get that goal, that I can do this thing. And that's the number one thing most of us skip over. The belief in ourselves to actually make this thing happen. We set the goal, and we think about some of the things we need to do, and then we just slink back again. We just slink back into our old ways and our old things, and those things aren't going to get us to that goal. They're not going to get us to the new goal. They're not going to get us to the new place we need to be, right? But we have to install some belief in ourselves to change our lives, to change the way we act. You have to have the belief that you can change your life and that you can change your business and that you can be more than anything you ever thought before. But most of us don't believe in ourselves. That's like the number one like disease of entrepreneurs, is not actually believing in yourself fully 110%. I'm not going to sway on this. I am getting this thing, right? And we think like we become plagued by these ideas and these thoughts that are negative and bring us down and, you know, chip away our self-esteem and chip away at our confidence, instead of saying, I'm just going to believe that this thing can happen. I'm just going to believe that I can do this thing. And I'm going to tell you guys 2 personal stories of why believing in myself got me these amazing things. And then also how, it was a light reflection, and then also how not remembering to believe in myself like didn't help me at all. So I had, if you guys have ever heard this story, I had the sticky note of $10,000. It was just a magical number for me. I don't know. It was last year, and I was saying, I want to make $10,000. I want to make $10,000. So I put sticky notes everywhere, like, remember? And I just made the decision. I made the decision that I was making the $10,000. This is a really good story, so you guys want to listen to this. I made the decision that I was making the $10,000, and that was it. I even thought about the dress I was going to wear when I took my husband to dinner. I looked at the restaurant that I was going to take my husband to for dinner once I made the $10,000. And it was this fancy steak place. I picked it out. I bought the dress. I bought these earrings I was going to wear. And it was like $10,000 was mine. I was going to have it. So every single day in the morning I woke up and it was like $10,000. You know, how can I make $10,000? How can I make $10,000 today? And I just had like all these ideas and these visions, and then I would, in the morning I would say, you know, how can I make $10,000? And then I would envision taking my husband to that fancy steak restaurant with the dress, with the earrings, with everything I had planned out, okay? And it was like coming to the end of the month. When did I hit the goal? And when did I make it? Maybe February. At the beginning of February I had made it. And it's coming to the end of February, and I'm like still super short on my goal. I think I had only made like $1,000 by that time. And I was like, how am I going to make $10,000? Like, how is this going to happen? I have the dress, I have the earrings, I have the restaurant, but like, how am I going to pull $10,000 out of my ass, right? And so I'm sitting there thinking and thinking and thinking, and I had this inquiry come into my flower business, and I was like, ugh, I don't want to do another styled shoot. I don't know how I'm going to keep balancing the coaching business and the floral design business. Like, I don't know how I'm going to keep doing that. So this inquiry comes in, and I realized, like, I don't want to do it anymore. And then I also had realized I was coming to this realization slowly but surely. And I came to it and said, what if I just try to sell the business? What if I just try to sell the flower business? So I put an ad on Craigslist, and I put the flower business for sale, $10,000. And I'm not fucking kidding you guys. I met with those people. I met with the women who bought my business. They gave me like a deposit. We ended up, it was more than $10,000. I mean, more than 10 grand. We had like contracts and stuff like that. But I met with them like February 28th. They gave me like the deposit to the business. They were certain about it. I was going to get the check like a week later. And I had my $10,000, which is so fucking, it's so crazy. It is so crazy, guys. It was like the craziest thing that has ever happened. But that's why I believe so much in all these processes that I'm talking about, because I actually just believed. I was like, I'm going to hit this. I'm going to hit this goal. And I did not give up until the very end of the month. I was like, I'm going to make 10 grand. I'm going to make 10 grand. And I was relentless, and I just went for it. And I just put up a Craigslist ad and said, I'm going to sell this business. Put up the ad, put it up. I ended up making more than 10 grand. And it was like, I went to the restaurant. I took my husband out to the restaurant. I had the deposit down on the business. I wore the earrings. I wore the dress. We went to the steak restaurant, and I was on my way to making my 10 grand. Like, it wasn't in my bank account yet, but it was like a done deal that I was getting the 10 grand. And I was like, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard of. Like, how is this possible? But I'm telling you guys, it was honestly just because I believed I was going to get that money. Like, no matter what, I was getting that 10 grand. And even if it was like in the most ridiculous way of saying, okay, time to push me off the ledge. I have something that's worth 10 grand. Now just get rid of it and sell it. And it was like, oh, it's as simple as that. It was as simple as that for me to make 10 grand. It was as simple as saying, I want 10 grand. I believe I can make 10 grand. How can I make 10 grand? How can I do it? And then just going after it with like everything I have. So the whole point of this story is just believing you can make the amount of money that you want to make, and then going after it like, it is mine. It's a done deal. I believe I can make it. I'm going to do anything I can make it. I'm going to become creative with ways I can make it. I'm not going to stop myself from making money. I'm going to find all these possible ways I can make money. Now, there was another time when, this was recently, when I wanted to become, like, I wanted a better body. And most of you guys who've been following me have been knowing that. Like, I've been on this fitness journey, and I wanted a better body, but I can never exercise 4 times a week. I just never could. Like, I don't know what it was. 4 times a week for me was just so much. So I was like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't exercise 4 times a week. So one morning, woke up, decided and said, I'm exercising 4 times a week from now on. That's it. Done deal. 4 times a week. Woke up, exercised 4 times a week that whole week, 4 times a week the next week, 4 times a week the next week, 5 times the next week. Like, and I went nuts with it. But it was all because, 1, I decided, and then 2, I just believed I could. It was as simple as me just believing. I said, you know what, I'm just going to believe that I can exercise 4 times a week. I'm just going to believe I can do this thing, and then I'm going to keep filling myself up with positivity, putting one foot in front of the other, and just keep doing those things. And it was like, why is this so easy? And we make it so complicated. Like, it's that easy. It's that easy to get to a new fitness level. It's that easy to make 10 grand with one Craigslist ad. Like, it's that easy. I made 10 grand with a sticky note. Like, why did I make it so complicated? We make it so complicated, right, guys? All right, so day 4, broke to booked out. Why you won't hit your goals is because you're not believing in yourself to fully and totally get that thing no matter what, all right? I want you to fully and totally believe that you can get this thing no matter what. All right, so here's some steps. Step 1, I want you to remind yourself, what did you decide you were going to get? What was that thing you decided you were going to get on Monday? Step 2, I want you to tell me why you believe you can get it. Give me some reasons why you believe you can get it. And I think that will be good enough. Just convince me and convince yourself that you totally can get this thing, why you believe you can. And then maybe 3, maybe make a statement and a declaration saying, like I totally 110% believe in my abilities and skills to get this thing that I want. All right, something like that. That would be awesome. Okay, guys, that's day 4, broke to booked out. I'm not going live tomorrow. I'm recording a video. I'll be in Philly helping my husband sell some of his side hustle stuff, so that'll be a lot of fun. All right, guys, that's it. Have a good day. Bye.